Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Candace. This is
Scott.
So this is going to be our first YouTube video, and we decided to talk about how we met because I think it's not a traditional story. It's, I would say,
Different. Really different.
Yeah. And
I think it's fun just to hear the story, and you guys could, comment below and tell us what you think if you heard the story already or something similar to it.
I think it's so funny.
What?
I know this is like way off topic, but how we met, it's kind of like reminds me of that new show 90 Day Fiance, like where they go to another country and they meet somebody that they fall in love with, and then they come back to the US and they're trying to like make it work,
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Something like that. So we had like a lot of ups and downs. We had a lot of like long distance relationships. So the story is gonna go up, down, like crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a fun listen for sure.
I guess I'll start.
Wait.
You know what? I'll start.
Let's give them the date. Let's give them the date. So today is we're in May. We're in May what? May 2020. We're in May 2020.
Right.
And we're going back probably 9 years plus, a little over 9 years. We've been together. We met for Carnival 2011.
2011.
Yeah. So go. Well, her side of the story, and I'll give my side.
Well, I guess.
But we got two different sides of the story. But it's the same story.
I don't think we have two different sides of the story. I think that I can say my part of the story going into meeting him. I can tell a story on how I met you.
Right. And I can tell my story.
You can tell your story, how you met me, you know?
All right. Sounds good. Deal?
Yeah.
And we get some love. Love. Go ahead.
So in 2011, I had a friend, and she called me. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to fix my nail. She called me and she was like,
she's really fixing her nail right now.
You want to go to Carnival? And at the time she asked me, nothing was really going on. I remember the only thing that I was worried about is if I was going to get the time off from work to go. But other than that, I really had no worries. So.
Oh, you have to specify what carnival. Which carnival it is.
Trinidad Carnival.
Trinidad Carnival, one of the best carnivals in the world. And to date, 2020 is the only carnival that happened for this year. Because we're in a pandemic and it's...
Wow, that's so off topic.
I'm just saying, we was the only one to have carnival.
Okay,
and I'm from Trinidad, but let's go ahead. Let's rewind it back. It back.
So when she called me and she asked me, I was like, sure, let's go, At that time, I didn't have any like major responsibilities. I don't have no children. She don't have no kids. Let's go. So I would always vividly remember this carnival, not only because I met him, but because it was probably the most I've ever paid for a plane ticket in my life. Like in my life, I don't think I've ever paid that amount to go anywhere. So the ticket ended up being basically $1,000. I think it was like $998, but it was like $1,000 for the ticket, right? And it was because we literally decided last minute we're just gonna go to Trinidad for Carnival. It was like literally last minute. So we got on the plane or whatever. And
wait, how much of y'all was? It was 3 of y'all or 2 of y'all? Who came down? 2 of y'all. Okay.
It was just she and I. And we're in Trinidad, right? So originally I was gonna stay with my family in Trinidad, and then I remember saying to myself, well, if I stay here with like my aunt or whatever, I'm not gonna like really have fun, because there was I just wanted to like hang out with my friend. Like,
where was your aunt staying? Where was your aunt living?
She lives in Trent City.
Okay, so that's, for those who don't know, that's away from a little away from Port of Spain. So you would want to stay, if you come for Trinidad Carnival, you want to stay closer to Port of Spain, because that's where all the action happens.
It wasn't really about the location for me. I just really wanted to like hang out with my friend.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like be in the same space with her. So I ended up staying with her and her family, right?
All right. And where was that?
Bonaire.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it was, yeah. Okay.
So, I think this was the second night. I think it was like the second night. Her cousin came and he told us that he was going to take us to a party. And this party was called In the Mass. And
yeah, I remember that party.
Yeah. So,
it was a good party though.
We got ready, you know, got all cute and everything, and we went to this party with him. So we end the party, like we having a good time or whatever. And I was like dancing and like talking with my friend or whatever, and then I saw this guy walk across the party with dreads, right? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, guys, I had dreads. Private, I had dreads for a long time.
I was like, oh my God, this guy is so cute. Like, wow, he's mad cute, right? Like, so I kind of like said to my friend, like, oh, did you see that dread guy walking past there? And she was like, who? And I'm like, right there. She's like, oh, all right. You know, the party continues or whatever. You know, we having a good time. And then he walks past again. And I'm like, oh my God, like, he is too cute. Like, he looked good or whatever, right? I wasn't like on the prowl looking for anybody, but I don't know why I just noticed this guy, like this particular dread guy, he was looking good, right? So I had said that to my friend a second time, right? So then, because we had like a lot of drinks in us or whatever, I guess my friend was feeling very like
basically her friend came over to me and said, hey, my friend likes you. I was like, what? well
anyway,
sorry,
my friend went over to him and she said something. At the time I didn't know what she said, and I was just kind of like, oh God, what is she saying? And I saw him, like, she said something to him and I seen him kind of go like this, like to look.
Because I wanted to see who this friend was. You know,
yeah,
it
like
could be
I saw
anybody.
him go like
you
this.
Know what I'm
like when she was saying to him, I saw him go like this. So when she came back over, he was walking behind her. He was like walking with her towards me. And I'm like, oh my God, like inside I wanted to die, because I'm like, why would she do this to me? You know, why would she do this to me? Anyway, so we started to talk or whatever, and then I remember I gave him my number, and at that time we had Blackberries. Yeah, at that time it was Blackberries.
I think, hold on, while she keep talking, let me see. I think we still got that Blackberry. Let me come back.
That's so not necessary.
I'm gonna show you the Blackberry, the original
it was a Blackberry.
Anyway,
I gave him my number, and we kind of like danced for a little while in the party or whatever, and then we went our separate ways. You know, I didn't really think nothing of it. I don't even honestly think I was gonna see him again or anything like that.
Did we exchange numbers? We did.
Yes, I gave you my
number.
Yeah.
So, almost 10 years, you know, it's kind of memory is.
So, I think like 2 days had passed.
Yeah.
2 days had passed, and I remember vividly, like I had just taken a shower, and I came back into the room or whatever, and then I saw my phone ringing, and I guess I had your number saved because I was like, oh my God, he's calling. Like, he's calling the guy. He's calling me. And she was like, pick it up. Like, answer the phone. So I was like trying to compose myself, and I was like, hello. And you know, he was asking me like what I'm doing for the carnival season, like what other parties we going to or whatever. So, you know, I was trying to be cute, like, I don't know, like, you know, like, yeah, maybe we go into this party, maybe what. So then he was like, we should link up, like, we should meet up and like go hang out at a place or whatever, right? So I was like, cool. And I think it was the next day we linked up.
Right.
On the avenue, I believe.
Yeah, what's the avenue?
We linked up on the avenue.
That's the spot where everybody meet, you know, like that's like the melting pot. It's like we in Miami, so it's like meeting on South Beach, you know?
Yeah, it's like the equivalent to
that kind of vibe.
So we met up on the avenue and we went to like a bar. I think we went to a bar. And then we went to like we went to like some, okay, so like her brother was staying at like this place or whatever, and I remember you following us back there.
Right. Okay, so
I remember like her brother was staying at this like location or whatever, and he came there, like he followed us there from the avenue, and we went there to hang out.
So just to interject in that, I think that day it was watercolors or something like that, because I was coming back from a party. So I went to a party, I was coming back from a party to meet her on the avenue, and when we met up, I think it was raining a bit, right? It was slightly raining, I'm not sure. And then she was like, okay, I came with them, which is her friend and her friend's brother, her friend's cousin.
Yeah.
Right. And then she's like, they're going back to the spot. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll follow you, because I'm like in partying a lot around carnival time, so I got clothes in the car, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just change and I'll follow you back to your cousin's spot. Right, go ahead.
So we hung out there or whatever, and then he was like, are you playing mass for carnival? Like,
well, we have to admit the chemistry was definitely there. Chemistry was definitely there.
Yeah, I mean,
like from the jump,
we
like
were talking,
yeah,
you know, we were vibing or whatever. Then I remember he had asked, are we gonna be playing mass? And I was like, yeah, we want to, but we don't have like a band yet. We didn't have costumes or anything like that, but we were gonna go look for it. Say it was like the following day.
Right.
We were gonna go look. And he was basically telling us we should play with this particular band that I guess you were playing with.
Right.
And you were like, you know, we should play with them.
So my friend Gavin, at the time, his wife, they were doing a band. Actually was working for TSTT, and Gavin and his wife was doing a band. It was called Oasis. I think it was a break off of Tribe or Island People. One of those. It was a break off from something. And you know, I was playing with them, so I was like, they got good costumes for a good price. You know, you guys could come and play with this band. It's a dope band. I think that's how it's happened, right? And then he's like, let me take you to the band house to see if they still got costumes. And
we went to the mass camp.
Yeah, the mass camp. Yeah, so yeah, that's how that happened.
And he did offer to pay for my costume. I don't know if you remember that, but
I did. I offered to pay for
he
costume,
offered to pay for my costume
and her boots.
And I was like, no.
It's like, all right.
Because if you pay for my costume, I don't want you expecting anything from me. So it's okay. I can pay for my own costume, but thank you.
Basically said, no, nigga, I can pay for my own shit. I got money. Basically. I don't need you to pay for my costume. And I know you from nowhere. Basically, that's what that was. But. So
let's try to like fast forward. So we end up playing in the same band.
All right.
And but in Trinidad Carnival, they have carnival for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. So the Monday and the Tuesday, we hung out together. My friend,
mad fun. We had a lot of fun.
Her cousin and him, we hung out together during the carnival.
So this was like their first time playing carnival. So I was like,
no,
Wasn't
it
the
was
first time?
my first Trini Carnival, but
Oh.
she had played already
Okay, so right. So, but
when she was younger.
I'm
It was
still
my
telling them
first
that
Trini
you need to pace yourself, because for those who don't know, Trinidad Carnival, it's 2 days. It's non-stop partying for 2 to 3 months, and you have to have stamina for that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so fast forward now, Carnival is over. So, we still have a few more days in Trinidad. We don't go right back to the States after Carnival. We still linger around and we hang out for a couple of more days. So, during those couple of days is when we really got to know each other, because we literally hung out with each other every day up until I left Trinidad.
Yeah, that's right.
We went to hang out on the avenue. I even introduced him to some of my family at the time.
Went to the beach, Marcus
We
Beach.
went to Maracas Beach.
Yeah.
Like, I literally hung out with him every day up until the day I left. So when I left Trinidad, we didn't like leave on any notation like we were together or we were dating or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know, we were still friends and we wanted to keep in touch.
Right.
So even when I got back to the States, we would still talk.
Yeah, it was like I wasn't looking for anything serious. She wasn't looking for anything serious, and we were just like, we had a good time in Trinidad Carnival, and you know, we just want to stay in touch. Whenever you're in Trinidad, you can hit me up, or whenever I come up there, I can hit you up. So it was more like that. Like, we had feelings for each other, but we was on the understanding that she lives in the U.S. and I live in Trinidad, and at that point in time, I didn't want to migrate to the U.S. I didn't want to you know, live in the U.S. Everything was good for me in Trinidad. I was like enjoying life, having the time, you know. So it was like, we had a good time. We meet. If ever you come back and we hang out.
So for the next however many weeks, we were talking to each other every day. Like, every day we would talk. And then
back then it was what we was using to talk. It was Skype. It was Skype. Oh man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Skype. Yeah, Skype.
And
we
used to talk to each other all the
WhatsApp?
time.
Oh no.
No,
it wasn't WhatsApp. So it was
because they had like BBM pins. So
right.
They had like
so it was BBM and it was BBM and
whatever.
BlackBerry messaging, right?
So basically, because we were talking like every day for weeks, it got pretty serious pretty quickly, I would say.
Like, yeah, we like fell in love with each other like immediately. It's like
just by talking,
getting
on the phone.
Because we literally got to know each other and realized that we have a lot of similarities together. We kind of like the same things, and we just had fun enjoying each other's company, you know. So I was like, yo, when are you coming back? Because
oh yeah,
I need you to come back.
Like,
you know, I was
when
like,
are you coming back? Like, when you coming back to Trinidad? I'm like, when am I coming back? Like,
this was like what 3 weeks, a month into.
I
was
just
like,
came there, whatever.
To me and me thinking, you know,
He was like, I'll pay for your plane ticket.
Yeah.
Like, just come back. Like, come back and we're gonna hang out or whatever, right?
Yeah, I was like, I got you. I'll pay for the ticket,
so
whatever.
Like,
but she was like, nah, I need to get a time off from work. And I don't know if I could do it. I was like, see what you could do, even if it's a week. Come back. I'll pay for everything.
Okay, so like, needless to say, I did eventually get some time off from work, and I went back. I can't tell you. I don't remember how long it took for me to go back, but I did go back not too long after.
Yeah, probably
it wasn't
like
that long after, but a couple of months.
Yeah, probably like
that many.
Probably like 2 months.
2 months.
2 months. Yeah, if so much. And
then when I went back this time, I would say that's when it kind of solidified that we were together. Like, from this trip, that's when we decided that we were going to try the long distance thing out, and we were going to try to be together.
How long did you say that trip though? Would you say it was like a week or two? Probably like a week?
Definitely not or two.
It was like 7 days then.
Probably a week or something.
Yeah, and yeah, after that we was like, shit, it's like I don't believe in the long distance relationships. I don't know if you guys ever been in a long distance relationship, how hard and difficult that is. But after her coming back, definitely I said, okay, I'm willing to take a chance on this and see what happens. And I told her from the jump, I was like, this is gonna be difficult. And I don't know whatever she was dealing with in the past, and she didn't really know much of what I was dealing with in the past, but we were like, we definitely have strong feelings for each other. We definitely care about each other a lot, and there's something there. So it's either we go.
And people who were around us at the
yeah,
time,
they could have seen that.
They saw it. Like,
yeah.
When I would go to Trinidad again, like I said, I would stay with my aunt, and like my cousins was there, and her kids, and you know, my uncle, and everybody kind of like, they kind of saw this relationship grow from the bottom up.
Right.
And we also did come to find out that like
her
my
uncle and my dad
and his dad
are good friends.
Were really good friends.
Yeah.
So
so that kind of gave like a okay.
Like, gave it like a okay,
yeah,
like
he's cool, whatever.
I remember my aunt telling my dad, like, because at the time when we decided we were going to be together, that's when I started to go to Trinidad a lot more frequently.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad, like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is my child keep going to Trinidad all the time to like see this guy? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So I remember
everyone was like, no.
My aunt had to be the one to reassure him, like, don't worry, he's a good kid. Like, we know his father, you know, don't worry about it. You know, he's a good kid. You don't got to worry about it or whatever. But a lot of people were worried at the time about like what the hell was going on with me, because every chance that I could get to go, I would go, you know? And then
almost 10 years later,
here we are. We're still here. So that is the story about like how we met.
So that's her version, which is really on point, really on point. My version is like similar to it. So I'll just fast forward really quick to the party. So we met in the party. So my cousins and them came down. Like, I was supposed to see her from the airport, like straight from the airport. We were supposed to probably meet up, because my cousins and them came down on that same flight that she came down on.
That doesn't mean we were supposed to meet.
I'm just saying, look, it was so crazy that so many times that, okay, we could have met. So my cousins, they arrived, they're here, and they were like, yo, we want to go a party. Let's go a party. I was like, all right, cool. But I can't pick you all up. I think I can meet you all there, and I'll drop you guys back. So I guess they met me there, and it was like 4 parties going on that night, like, you know what I mean? So we had to really choose which one we wanted to go to avoid traffic. And if you know, in Trinidad Carnival is traffic, so we chose to go to that party, right? Inside the party, so I'm walking around doing my thing with my cousin, and we were like, yo, I need to get some drinks. So I think I saw her the first time when I passed, but I was like, yeah, she looked nice or whatever. I didn't take it on, so I'm at the bar waiting to get a bottle, because I'm there, went to buy a bottle, and so I'm standing there with my cousin, and her friend comes over, the same friend she was talking about. She's like, I clearly, like, they were drinking before us, they probably was there before us. So her friend's like, hey, my friend want to talk to you. But before that, I saw her, and she was dancing with this dude. Like, the dude looked like he was from New York. So I told a friend, I was like, wasn't like dancing with that? That's not her man? She was like, oh, no. That's her friend. I say, well, you're not from here, because I live here. I never saw you before. She's like, yeah, we from Brooklyn, New York, and thing. I say, oh, so that's, I'm just like, it's other friends from New York as well. So I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, our other friends from New York who was with us hanging out
at
the party.
Right. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to buy a bottle. Once I finish buying the bottle, I'll, just point me in the direction. I'm gonna come and check her. So I bought the bottle, bought the bottle, told my cousin, hey, I'm going over to talk to this girl. So she came back and she walked me over to where she's at. So the dude is standing up here, she's here, and she's introducing me. So I ain't trying to interrupt nobody for too long or whatever. So I was like, hey, my name is so. Nice to meet you. Trying to play smooth, you know, trying to play Mr. Cool or whatever. So I was like, this is my number. If you got a BlackBerry, give me a pen. I think that's how it worked. Used to do. Used to like, give me a pen.
No, because you didn't text me. You called me. So
No.
it was just a phone number.
So it was just a phone number.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, well, we danced though. We danced. I was like, oh, the dance was nice. I think we danced for like what 1 song, 2 songs.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was nice. It was nice enough to say, hey, I want to see you again. That type of nice, cause she was looking cute. At that time, Nicki Minaj was popping, and she had her little Nicki Minaj bangs, and she was looking like a little Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Because she had the pink lipstick.
Oh, because I love Nicki.
Oh yeah.
I still do, but I was like really.
She was really into
on that
Nicki shit. Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time.
So she was looking super fly. She had the Nicki bang. She had everything going. I was like, okay, she's nice. I definitely want to see, you know, where this could go. So I got the number. I tried to find. So you know, you don't want to stay too close for too long. You want to go, come back. You know, you don't want to like just meet somebody and you're on them. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna check you back or whatever. So it so happened I never got to see her back in the party. I don't know, like if they left or what happened. Y'all left?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I couldn't. What? Just imagine there's like thousands of people in the party, so I couldn't find her back. I lost her. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. So at that time, I was working for TSTT in Trinidad, which is like telecommunications place. So the next day I think I had to work or whatever, and I was like telling my friend, I was like, bro, I met this girl in a party. You know, it's the regular thing. We always meet people in a party, whatever. But I was like, yo, she is fine as fuck. So he was like, so you gonna call her? I was like, nah, bro, I can't call her. Like, I cannot call her right after. You know what I'm saying? I get a number, I gonna look like a thirsty man in Trinidad and them terms. Thirsty man is somebody who you're running somebody down. So at that time, your boy have dreads. You know what I'm saying? A little younger, a little slimmer. You know what I'm saying? Your boy
I think we both were slimmer at the time.
Your boy was a little sexy. You know what I'm saying? So girls was not. I was getting girls every day. I ain't even gonna lie. But I was like, hey, let me be on my player shit. I'm gonna call her the next day, which at this time I didn't know she had limited days in the country for me to spend with her. She was there for like 10 days or something like that. So I'm doing player shit to say I'm gonna call you the next day. You know what I mean? And that's days I could have been spending time with her. So anyway, I wait the next day. So I'm having back the same conversation. I was like, it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I was like, yo, should I call now? He's like, what time is it? It's like, it's 2. He was like, yeah, you should call now. She ain't gonna be doing nothing at this time. I was like, all right, cool. So I pick up the phone. I'm in work. Call. Ring, 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 ring. Boom. Hang up. Nothing. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, yo, I thought things was good. You know, I say, like, she didn't answer the phone. So he was like, bro, call back the number. Call back one more time. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah, call back one more time. So I was like, all right, I call back. So when I called back, so I don't know if you all heard, were listening well, but she was in the shower. So she ran out the shower to catch the phone. So the second time I called, it rang for a bit and then she picked up. And then I was like, yo, this is so. We met in the party, this, that, the other. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, so when you think we can meet up? I like your vibes, this, that, the other. And fast forward now, that's where we met on the Ave. And then we ended up playing Carnival together. And it was just like very organic. It was natural, you know? Everything was like cool. You would say like everything flowed. It was nothing awkward. You know, like when you meet somebody, it'll be awkward to a point. It was never awkward. It was always like just love. You know what I mean? And Trinidadians are normally like loving people and they want to show you their culture. They want to show you their island. They want to show you, you know, what Trinidad is about. And it's, you know, at that time it's high carnival time, so everybody partying and everybody doing their own thing. And to take time to spend with somebody around that time, it was like saying that, hey, despite all the things that's going on, I would just want to spend time with you. I think that we went to like a lot of places. We definitely had played Carnival Monday and Tuesday together, which was great. I think after that we went to Maracas Beach, had a bacon shack. If you don't know about it, you should go. Definitely hit. If you're ever in Trinidad, definitely go to Trinidad, go to Maracas Beach, get a bacon shack. But yeah, we just had fun. We just had fun together, and I should say it was never something serious. We never expected to, how you say, be where we are now, like get married and everything. But it just started off as a friend, like just being friends and just knowing about each other and, you know, listening from where she's from and, you know, how New York is and telling her about Trinidad, because basically your dad is Trinidadian and her mom is Guyanese. So she knew a lot about Trinidad to a point, but never really experienced it in the way I was showing her Trinidad. You get what I'm saying? So it was fun. I mean, we had a good time, and then it was like that, and we fell in love. That is episode 1 of How We Met.
How We Met.
And stay tuned. It's a lot more episodes, a lot more crazy stuff, and I got kicked out of the house a lot of times too. So you want to wait and hear the full story, the full episodes, and hear everything about our life. Thanks for listening.
Bye.